Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Capricorn? Five of Wands, Leo energy at the foundation of the reading, Cap. Cap, there's some sort of obstacles that you're trying to overcome in your foundation, the stability of your life. This could have to do with careers for a lot of you, family dynamics, relationships. Take it as it fits. It can really be in any sector of your life. But I feel you've gotten to a point where you're really just sick and tired of having to fight for your happiness. There's always some sort of challenge, some sort of rival that comes up against you every time you're trying to step into a winning season, or every time you're trying to just be happy. There always seems to be somebody who steps on to your path to stifle you or to distract you. The only difference now is that you're really starting to see clearly where this restriction is coming from. I feel before now it was so close to you that it's just made it very difficult to see where the origin of this energy actually comes from. What I mean by that is, Cap, when people are so close to you, when you don't really feel like there's any reason to question somebody's motives towards you, it's very hard to pinpoint where this energy is coming from. People will just project things onto you, project self-doubt onto you, and you'll just pick all this up in your waking life. It will stick to you like white to rice. It's this energy where you don't really stop to think about the source of all this information or this restriction. But something's happened. Something I feel has changed. Now this may be coming up, but it's going to allow you to really see the source of this energy. And I do feel for a lot of you, it's more than one person. I feel it's a group of individuals that just don't want to see you win or see you be happy, because there's something broken and unhealed about these individuals. And the reason why you're breaking pack, so to speak, is because you've been doing a lot of healing work, Cap. You're ready for a winning season in your life. You've been preparing to win, and now it's here, and there's a lot of people who have something to say about it. What do we have for the sacral? Wow. Goes along perfectly with everything I was just saying. The Fool. This is you. You're getting ready to step into this new season in your life. You see your way forward. You've put a lot of work into yourself, Cap. There's this energy of hope that surrounds you. And boy, is this a good way to see who's for you and who's not. Surround yourself with hope and see who squirms. Most of the time, Cap, it's going to be people you never expected, people very close to you, people that you thought you can trust. But there's a whole new beginning here for you, Cap, and you know this. You're the one who's been working to pull this through for yourself. Yes, the divine has been working with you, but all they really did was show you how capable you were of living the life that you know you're meant to be living. This is all about faith. Your faith is really what got you here, Cap, and your ability to co-create with the divine and source energy. This is why you are entering into this new energy. You're done with feeling stuck. You're done with being absent to your purpose, to your life. These energies just want you to remain in this very apathetic, careless to life kind of energy. What's it all for anyway, right? See, you're of no use to them when you're functioning as the best version of yourself, because that means that you're going to go on to greener pastures. You're going to be spreading your wings and going out there and soaking up every last bit of life you possibly can. There's something about your energy, Cap, where you have a way of nourishing people's souls, spirits. You may not have even known this. Merely being around these people gave them some sort of energetic supply. You were probably always feeling drained out, feeling kind of hopeless and just stagnated in your life. You're realizing now, since you've removed yourself from these environments, these circumstances, whatever it represents to you, all of a sudden you just have more energy. You have more get up and go. You're more fuel efficient. Your energy, basically your energy, is being utilized in a more efficient manner. It's going to things that actually matter to your life and the evolution of the collective. Really functioning inside of an energy of purpose and destiny. This is when you're most useful to yourself and the collective. What do we have? The solar plexus? Wow, 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy at the solar plexus. And this is where you're going. You're on the road to moving into this legacy kind of energy, Cap. It's all around you. Everybody can see it. Everybody can smell it on you. You have this energy of affluence, which permeates from your spirit. I'm just seeing demons in my mind's eye drooling. It's like they're salivating. It's like they want to feed off of you so badly, but you're nowhere to be found anymore. It's like the life is running out of them, like a vampire looking for a fresh neck. Ugh, Cap, I feel a lot of these people are family members too, or old friends. You're also starting to see that most of your life has been spent as somebody's narcissistic supply. This is a hard reality to come to terms with. I myself have been through this many times, realizing that I was just somebody's narcissistic supply. And it's very hard to notice when you're in the throes of that energy. Typically, you see how severe it was once you've removed yourself from these situations, Cap. You look back and you're like, what? What was I a part of? What was I enabling? And that's just it. See, some people think that it's too difficult to wake up to the truth, and they just stay put. They don't understand that they're enabling these energies. They're basically telling these energies, telling the universe that their behavior and what they're doing to you and most likely other people is okay. It's acceptable. It's fine. And what happens when you do this? You're actually diverting these energies' karma, so to speak, so you're now sharing in on that. So you're essentially an accessory to a spiritual crime. This is what this is. You know, another version of this would be people who are cowards. They don't want to get involved. They see something bad happening, and they just let it happen. They don't stand up for individuals when they see an injustice taking place. They don't realize that they're an accessory to a spiritual crime. And Cap, I'm telling you right now, the last thing you want to be is an accessory to a spiritual crime. Okay? You may as well have done the crime then, because the punishment that you receive for this is just as severe. And I've seen this take place. I mean, it's all over Scripture. They always talk about the cowards of history. I myself have dealt with many cowards, people who stood around, didn't do anything when somebody was mistreating me or putting me through a karmic cycle that I was unaware of. Looking back and recognizing some of these cowards now, it's unbelievable. I don't know how they live with themselves or how they put their head on their pillow at night and sleep peacefully. I don't understand these kinds of individuals at all. But whatever the case, Cap, this represents a collection of different kinds of individuals you're leaving in your past. I feel that you're probably starting to have illumination around some of these coward types that have been in your life as well. People that knew how these other energies were treating you and did nothing about it. Don't allow these people back into your life, because these are always the first kinds of people that try to come back. Well, I didn't know. I just didn't want to get involved. These kinds of people, they don't change. A narcissist always has their enablers, and they come in the form of cowards, yes men, yes women, minions. A narcissist always has minions, many of them, scattered all around. What do we have at the heart, please? Hierophant, Taurus energy at the heart. There's this restrictive energy that you've broken away from now, Cap. It's like you've disturbed the hive. You went on a search for the truth, decided to carve out your own path. And what came to you, intuitively speaking, by way of Source, the divine God, was much more than you were even asking for, Cap. You didn't even realize that you were in the midst of breaking a karmic cycle. For some of you, this is generational karma. It doesn't even have to do with your family. Generational karma is just a collection of behavioral patterns that get passed down your family lineage, and then you go about your everyday waking life carrying these same traits, entering into karmic cycles with other individuals that mirror cycles that your ancestors have been through. You have this black sheep energy about you. You're breaking these cycles in all areas of your life. Friends, families, romantic relationships, work dynamics. Take it as it fits. But this is chain breaker energy all over this table. And because of this, you're going to be highly rewarded, Cap. What do we have at the throat? Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, victory, and raw power, Cap. The truth came to you. As hard as it was to accept this, it was delivered to you and you took action. You didn't hesitate. I feel that in the past, Cap, there's been cycles that you've tried to break and you've gotten pulled back into them. But there's something different about this one. There's something astrologically significant about this one that was different than the rest. There was a certain piece of knowledge, information that you were equipped with this time around that allowed you to finally close out this cycle. And just to be clear, Cap, karmic cycles are just about impossible to break. It's very, very difficult. This is no easy task. If it was an easy task, I probably wouldn't even be sitting here talking to all of you right now. I personally know how difficult this is. Now, we have all different types of karmic cycles in our life. Some can have to do with behavioral patterns that we utilize. We can have karmic cycles with food, addictions. Addictions is a very big one. And then obviously we can have it with our families and generational karma, which are seemingly the hardest to break. But all the other smaller ones are typically byproducts of these larger karmic cycles in our lives. You know, and a lot of the time, we know exactly what they are because they're the things that we struggle with on a daily basis. Oh, I got to stop doing that. But you just can't seem to stop or quit, whatever it represents to you. But what I'm picking up here, Cap, there was something about you breaking this particular cycle, this big one, that had a domino effect, an influential effect on all these other little cycles taking place in your life. You're closing out cycles now left and right, and you're now able to do it in a much more easy manner because you have a different vantage point. You have a different perspective. Still may be difficult, but you understand what's at stake now. What do we have at the third eye, please? Justice, Libra energy at the third eye. Perfect. Justice at the third eye of my readings is you bringing balance to your life, your reality. The way you perceive your life, third eye energy. You see your way forward, you know what must be done, and you're doing it. You have this very clear logic about you, Cap, that I feel is a secret weapon that nobody ever knew you had. I feel like people don't even recognize you anymore. It's like they don't know you anymore. They didn't realize that you had access to this amount of self-control and power. But the truth is coming out that you are now going to be on top of the wheel. You are the one to watch. You are the chosen one in your reality. What do we have at the crown, please? Temperance. Sag energy at the crown. And here you are now, Cap. On path. You made it. There's victory all over this table. There's balance. There's purpose. There's meaning. There's spiritual healing. The divine is now nourishing your soul, bringing you back to center, recalibrating you, and preparing you for the new cycle that you're about to step into. A cycle that sees you having released the shackles of the past. You've been freed. The chaos is now coming to an end. Or, well, you're no longer a part of it. These energies are now all turning on each other because they have no one else to project all of this negativity onto. So now they will all turn on each other and watch as you escape, step into alignment, and head into this new season of your life. Some of you Caps are doing big things. There's a lot of balance and harmony coming from your energy. I just feel that the divine is going to make an example out of you. Your life is a testimony. There's a lot there to work with. I feel your potential is unlimited. It's never ending. You're also starting to recognize this in yourself. This is a very interesting energy because at one point you deemed yourself relatively useless by way of these negative projections that you were succumbing to. You didn't think there was anything for you. You didn't think that what you were doing really mattered. Something like this. This is another clear example now as you step into this new season and actually recognize yourself as having unlimited potential, flooding with ideas. You start to see that this was all a byproduct of this karmic cycle. It's an energy of deep manipulation and layered forms of gaslighting. Energy of having your mind reprogrammed by individuals that you thought were on your team. What do we have at the foundation, please? Ooh, Six of Swords, Seer, Aquarius energy, and here's that stagnancy. Cap, the top row is the narrative. This is what's going on. These next few cards are negative polarities. This is the energy that, for you, is showing up in these individuals. So, Five of Wands stacked with Six of Swords, obstacles, stagnation, feeling very stuck and blocked, like you can't move. And the way they do this is by programming your mind with these negative projections, this gaslighting. So, it essentially looks like you're holding yourself back, self-sabotaging. And for you Capricorn out there that are still dealing with this and are still engaged in this cycle, I challenge you to get away for a little while. Spend some time on your own. You don't have to make any big decisions yet, but just do this one thing for yourself. Take a time out. Be by yourself for a good period of time. Enough to where you give yourself a fighting chance to see how things improve in your life without the energetic influence of others. And Cap, I 100% guarantee you that you will see a dramatic shift in your energy. You'll start to feel more revitalized and hungry for life. This is a really good way of testing the energies around you before you make any big decisions. I've done this before, and every single time that I tested the energies, it turned out that the energies were working against me. The energies around me became so diabolical and evil, I couldn't get anything done. I honestly thought that there was something wrong with me. And then when I started to wake up spiritually, and I started to do a lot of work on myself and I started to release a lot of karmic baggage that I'd been holding on to for years, do shadow work, do a lot of my inner childhood healing, started to heal my inner child, started to see things differently. I just really started to notice that I wasn't doing anything wrong. It was the energies that surrounded me that were keeping me in a low vibrational state. You see, Cap, you can't raise another individual's vibration. It's impossible because there's a lot that entails. But people can most definitely lower your vibration back to where you once were. And the reason why it's easier to lower somebody's vibration is because you're already familiar with being in that low place, so it's very easy to access again. But individuals who have never done the work aren't just going to wake up one day because you're around them and be in a higher vibration. No, it's not how it works. So just because you may be on path, or just because you may be doing work on yourself, does not mean that your environment is going to change along with you. See, you're meant to change your environment by removing yourself from that particular set of circumstances and placing yourself in a new environment where you control the energy, where the energy is beholding to you, so to speak. Hope I'm making myself clear there, Cap. So simply put, don't expect anybody to change just because you are. You are to remove yourself. Otherwise, you'll continue to go through the same cycles year after year after year. And before you know it, half of your life is behind you. Do not waste a single minute of your life expecting other people to change just because you are. They never will. That's something that they need to find inside of themselves individually. And also think about what you had to go through to bring those changes into your life. You think every single person in your environment or on this planet is willing to do the same work? Absolutely not. What do we have at the sacral, please? Wow, what a card to follow what I just said. Knight of Pentacles. Deca Rabia. This is a very lazy, stuck energy. Very stubborn and very obsessive. Whenever I get this card, it reminds me of someone who just sits around on the couch, a legless individual who just points, tells everybody what to do, tells everybody how to live their life. This could be a mother for some of you. This person hasn't accomplished anything in their life. And I don't care how old they are. This person is a complete failure. And they want to keep you stuck with them. This person is like the monster you have to defeat at the end of the level in the game. But they're disguised as somebody who's been very close to you, a family member, something like this. This person probably uses tactics to humor you. They try to act like they're into what you're into, that they're doing healing work as well. The thing is, Cap, I've yet to come across anybody who's had a successful spiritual awakening with a buddy. It just does not work like that, okay? This is a solo mission. It's between you and God, and that's it. And look out for these people who try to sell you anything different. Nobody in your environment can tell you how to go through this, Cap, okay? If they could, you wouldn't be in the environment that you're in, because there's a very specific reason you are in that environment. It's for evolutionary sake. You're there to break cycles. Nobody around you has done what you're going to accomplish. No one. What do we have at the solar plexus? Wow. 7 of Cups. What a card to get to follow everything I just said. A leopard can't change their spots, Cap, but they'll act like they can. This is an energy of illusions, confusion. 7 of Cups is also an energy that can't commit to anything. I feel like this is representative of the kinds of people that you've been dealing with. I'm also picking up an energy of indulgence around these individuals. Drugs, alcohol, toxic behavioral patterns, whatever it is, these individuals have sold out. They've sold themselves out, is really what it comes down to, Cap. They just gave up. And they want you to give up too. None of these people want to see you win and then have to look at themselves in the mirror and wish they would have done things differently in their life. Because they were certain that the way they were doing things was the only way. Until you came along, challenged all of their ideals. Cap, they broke the mold with you. That's for sure. You're changing many lives with the way you're stepping. Astaroth, wow. Fantasism and hypocrisy, and here they are.
It's not fair. That should have been me. I should be the one on top of the wheel now. Why does Cappy get to be the chosen one? I should be the chosen one.
There's a lot of shame that's going to be brought to these individuals' lives. But it won't make a difference. They'll never take accountability. They'll never step up and do the right thing. They'll just live out the rest of this life cycle and fade away into obscurity. That's the life that they are living now, Cap. And that's the life that they wanted you to live. This is the truth that is so very difficult to accept. I myself had to accept a very similar truth in my own life. Still to this day, I shake my head in disbelief that the people that were staring me in my face for many decades were literally the worst enemies I've ever had. And then we have Riel, Liberation, which is the Seven of Wands, Leo energy. These energies have failed at their mission. All the weapons they formed against you are now being returned to sender. You stood up for yourself in your life. You protected yourself. Your faith was tested. Time and time again. You didn't fold, Cappy. Sure, there was some very difficult times, but you made it, or you're going to make it. Just keep pushing forward, Cap. You're very close. Seven of Wands also represents going it alone, however that shows up for you. Page of Swords. Wow. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Ha'a'ia. God the refuge. Governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. And there they are. Right? They can't even say anything. Looking at you on a poster. Cover of a magazine. It's just an energy of witnessing your greatness from the sidelines as an onlooker. They don't even know you anymore. They don't even recognize you anymore. And they can't say anything. See how his mouth is wrapped up? Right there at the throat. Dumbfounded. What do we have at the third eye? Page of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Izalel. God sung above all. Loyalty and allegiance. Friendship and reconciliation. And here you are now, Cap. Just playing a little flute. Some of you guys might play the flute out there. But it's just a very peaceful kind of energy. Page of Pentacles is also the energy of manifestation. It's an energy that's seeking abundance, and it finds it. You understand the work that needs to be put in, spiritually speaking, to pull this off. And the thing is here, Cap, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. The full gamut. You start at the page and you end up at the 10. You understand the steps it takes to get there. And this is why you're going to pull this off. What do we have at the crown to close out the reading for Cappy, please? Oh, wow. What a card to follow what I just said. King of Pentacles. Running the gamut is exactly right, Cappy. Page of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles and King of Pentacles on the table. It's all here. Liahia, the adored God. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. There's a lot of money on this table, Cap. A lot of wealth, a lot of stability, and a lot of power. But the reason why this is being made possible is because of your level of spiritual discipline and how you're showing up for yourself. This is why you are stepping into the winning season of your life, Cap. King of Pentacles also represents your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You are stepping into your highest vibration, using the elements that you have access to their full capacity, and constructing a whole entirely new universe around you, and stepping into a life of abundance. Cap, I feel like this reading is a blueprint on how this is done. So no matter where you are in relation to this particular message, all of you should be able to use this to get to where you need to get to. Cap, this is the energy that's available to you, depending where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Cap. Take care.